everybody, welcome to Stardew Valley, obviously. I'm B. Let me start my timer. Okay. Nope. So obviously we're playing Stardew Valley because I need a little break from Grimshire because that's all I played for like a week straight or something. I had to take a little break. I was having an episode. I'll be 100% real with you. And I just didn't feel very capable of doing much of anything, honestly. But I got my meds adjusted. Hooray. So now I'm back. And I just thought it's similar to Grimshire, except not at all. There we go. And I'm a minute in and I'm not even talking. I'm focused up on the outfit. It's gotta be cute. Because I don't really do the whole... Well, I guess I could do the whole, you know, thing where you make new clothes. But I don't want to. So I'm just gonna choose something cute right off the whip. There's like a pale yellow in here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Let's just do normal yellow. I like that one with the little collar. And darker jeans. I'm gonna skip the intro. If you've never seen it, just go watch it, I guess. It's probably all over the place. I just don't have the patience to sit through it again. That works. I feel like I've probably named a farm that like a dozen times. Next time I go to load, I'm gonna get very confused probably. Okay, farm type. I almost always go with a forest farm. Maybe I have to do something different. Wilderness. A standard farm's always. I've done the beach farm. Never done Four Corners, but obviously it's for, well, it doesn't have to be multiplayer, but... I'm sorry, I'm reading. Start with 2 chickens. I think I'm just gonna go forest farm again. I just want this to be casual. You know, I just want a very casual experience. Oh, goodness gracious. There it goes. Yeah, it's been a rough 2 weeks, 3 weeks. However long it's been a very rough amount of those. Probably more, probably almost 3 weeks. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Hate that. Wish it would rain right off the bat. Oh, and they're gonna make my life as difficult as possible. That's a great first day. I'm really not. I've 100%. I've done it on my Switch, I think, is where it is. Where I've beat the game. Well, beat. It's not really a game that you beat, is it? I think it's so crazy. Just plot-wise, it's so silly. How, like, it's like one day you'll need it instead of just being like, yeah, you can go live on this farm before it gets absolutely destroyed by nature. So, though I wish I could inherit a farm. I live in the middle of the country, so I actually know. You know, I know people who have farms. So, a lot of people think it's... I mean, if you play Stardew Valley, you should have more realistic expectations, I guess. Because you have your energy meter and everything. It's gonna be a point of contention with some people. Do you do them horizontal or do you do them vertically? A later game you can do it in squares, because it's better for your sprinklers. But no, I just figured I'd start a new one while I took a little break from Grimshire. Plus, it also needed to update today. I haven't booted up the computer. Don't feel bad. All I've done is work, well, and church. That's all I've done, because it was very much just get through until my new meds balanced me out a little bit. I have bipolar disorder, if I haven't said that. That's why it's not, I wasn't, when I say just depressed. Depression it's called a mixed state. You have, symptoms of both depression and mania at the same time, and it can be very dangerous. So, how much wood do I need for a chest? Do I even have, nope. Chest, hold on, let me check something really quick. I'm gonna have to click out of the game. Yeah, okay. I didn't know if I started recording. That happened. I was recording a hidden object game. I recorded an hour of a hidden object game, and I didn't actually record it, which is, you know, I don't want to talk about it. It's okay. I really like the game. It's one of the first real video games I ever played. So, you know, I'm gonna go for an hour, and then I've got to take a shower because it's winter. And I like to shower during the hottest part of the day so that when I get out, I'll still be freezing, but it won't be as bad, you know? You know? I need one more piece of wood, and I'm gonna have to chop down a whole tree for it. And then we're just gonna go greet people. But no, I thought about doing Minecraft as well. But I have, what I have downloaded right now is all modded, and again, I want a very chill experience. And Minecraft, with all the updates it's had, it doesn't even feel that chill to me anymore, honestly. But Stardew Valley is always a good game. It's just, basically, the doctor was like, you need to stop being so stressed. So I've played a lot of Power Wash Simulator. I've played on my Switch, but I have not, you know, been on my PC just at all. Not the notification from eBay. It's Christmas time. I gotta buy presents. I gotta get used to the new controls. I'm used to playing it on handheld. So, you know. Two more. There we go. I have no money left to my name. I got 70 bucks. I've lived off of $70 in the past. I can do it in a video game where I don't pay rent. Do you think that, I'm sure he did. I was gonna say, you think that Grandpa built the house? I'm sure he did. I'm sure that's how that got there. I think I already know who I'm gonna romance. I've never married Alex, and I've never married Harvey. I've never married either of them. Let's go ahead and get this done. Okay. There we go. Fertilizer. I bought a bunch of parsnips because I want to see if I can go ahead and get my gold star parsnips taken care of as soon as possible. You need them for the bundle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. You'll find out soon enough. But you have to collect certain things. It's kind of like I want to play, what's it called? Echoes of the Plum Grove on here. But it's another very slow game. There's Harvey. Hey, babe. Hey, future husband. Don't mind me walking into a bush. I promise you that I'm very cool. Who is that with the sign above their head down here? Marnie. Why is is my phone blowing up? There we go. I don't like that, Vincent. Sorry, I was making sure that wasn't my dad or anything. They're out of town, so you know. Somebody's out of town. I tend to pay you pay a little bit more attention in case they need something to be checked on here. Anyways, I hope you all have had a good 3 weeks. It's been rough, but I made it out. You know, I always do. The horrors of life persist, but so do I, if you will. If you don't mind. Sorry, I focus up when I'm watering especially because I always hit the wrong tile and I waste energy and it makes me mad. And as you can see, I'm going to expend all my energy very quickly for the first few days getting all this done. 2, 3, 4, no. See that? This is what I'm talking about. I'm just get used to that. Beans are green. Are they pea? I'm sorry. I don't normally record during the day. Just to be... I know, but we're almost done. Okay. Now, we can't do anything else today. Tomorrow we'll go to the saloon at night and, you know, wait to meet everyone. Leaning so far away from the microphone so I can take a drink of my coffee without giving you the gross sound of me swallowing. Yeah, it's gonna rain tomorrow, which will give me a chance to get some more stuff done. Cool. 2 days in a row, they just hate me. Gotta go get the fishing rod. But first... Yeah, I really love Grimshire. Which is, you know, why I uploaded 3 hours of it in a row. But, a little less than 3 hours, I think. Only issue being, I didn't want to burn myself out on it, because I do that a lot. I did that with Roots of... It's that game where you're a cave person. Well, not a cave person. You're, like, early settlement people. I don't remember what it's called. Roots of something. I have that as well that I could play sometime. Then I've got Echoes of Plum Grove. I know! Exclamation point. I'm gonna get to you. Okay. But no, literally, I just like... I don't know. I was really excited about that hidden object game. But I'm gonna take a break. Because now that I've just played it, I'll remember where most of the objects are, or I'm worried that I will. So I'm gonna give it a week or two before I take on that endeavor. I don't even know where to catch a bream, but I need money, so I'm gonna try my best to find out. But it is, I really love this game. It's one of the first games I bought on my old computer. I miss that computer. It would be obsolete now, but it was like an all-in-one, so it was big and chunky because it had the PC on the back of the computer. Rest in peace. Give it to me. But it is, I don't know. It's my silly little YouTube channel. And if I want to take a break from Grimshire and upload a couple episodes of Stardew Valley, I'm allowed to do that. Even though Grimshire, it was hard. One of the reasons I could have uploaded while I was in my episode, but I kept feeling bad because I really wanted to upload something besides Grimshire, but my 3 Grimshire videos did so well compared to my older videos. Which my older videos will slowly be unlisted as I replay the games. I got a new mic and a new computer, so that's the main thing. I don't know if you can hear my puppy, but I've got him in a little basket. Did it always have that little text explanation there? Maybe. See, I'm not bad. I'm not too bad at fishing in Stardew. I was terrible at Grimshire because I just couldn't figure it out. I was. I'm sure you could go back and watch. I just didn't understand the mechanic at all. It's just like Animal Crossing. I just don't fish in Animal Crossing. Like, ever. I wonder if a bream is a lake fish. It probably is. It doesn't sound like it would be an ocean fish, does it? Is that giving ocean fish to you? It's not giving ocean fish to me. I'll sell that, thank you very much. Yeah, I know, I got it. Whatever, an artifact for the museum. I don't really care right now. Just stop doing that. I need this for a bundle, I think. A muscle. I think I need that for a bundle, so I'm gonna hold on to that. It may be a periwinkle that I need for a bundle, but actually eat the seaweed. Get that energy up a little bit. Talk to Jazz. I don't think we've introduced ourselves to Jazz. Go back to the museum. Get this over with. He's just gonna be like, please donate things. And I'll be like, okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a new update coming out for Stardew Valley, which is one of the reasons I want to kind of get this going, so that whenever, it may not be soon. I may even be wrong. I'm wrong a lot of the time. But, I just threw my phone across the desk. For God's sake. Okay. Something made my dog freak out, so while I was paused, I looked up where a bream is, and it's river between 6 and 2 a.m. 6 p.m. I mean. So we're just gonna vibe until 6 p.m. I guess. I'm gonna go sell this fish for, well, actually, I'm conflicted as to what to do, because I want the money from that, but now I'm in waiting mode. Something, I don't know what it was outside, but it made my dog freak out. So I had to, I think it's a mussel that I can use. Stop. You're okay. Pretty sure it was just an acorn hitting the metal roof, but he thought it was somebody knocking. But it wasn't. So we're okay. Silly boy. That's the perk. I love hearing rain on a metal roof, but the acorns, not so much. Let's go hang out in here. Sit right here patiently and wait while we discuss, I don't know what. I haven't been to church in 2 weeks and it sucks. I was gonna go yesterday. I'm recording this on a Monday. No, I'm recording it on a Sunday. I didn't go this morning. I slept through my alarm. And even though they do 2 services, I wanted to go to the early service, so I set my alarm for the early service. Slept through that, and then woke up probably what would have been 45 minutes into the late service. The later service, it's still 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I was like, well, guess I'm not going. It kind of sucks. I feel bad about it. Not like in a guilt way. I enjoy being around, you know, like-minded people or whatever. It's one of my few social outlets. One of my only social outlets, as a matter of fact. But, you know, we deal with it. We handle it. Could people just hurry up and get in here so I could talk to them? We could play the... Sorry, it happened again. I thought I was going to have to pause the recording. Another acorn hit the roof. It's really bothering me. Okay, this is ridiculous. Everybody's supposed to be coming to the saloon and nobody's here. I wonder how he stays open. I guess he is the only restaurant, isn't he? I'm thinking of Expanded. Stardew Valley Expanded was way too overwhelming for me. Why am I sitting with such bad posture? Let's get this done. There's Pam. That's where she buys her alcohol, probably. Shane's working, so I can greet him. Fresh and cheap. I'm assuming that means it doesn't count as Gizmo. It's okay. It's fine. Silly boy, it's okay. I'm okay. Nobody's gonna get me. No, they won't. They would never. You would. Did you ever dream? No, but they won't get me, Gizmo. You won't let them. Even if they try. See, I've also never romanced Elliot, but I'm really feeling Harvey vibes on this one. There was somebody, I don't remember who it was, and Expanded that I really wanted to... that I really wanted to romance, but I played that ages ago. Like, ages. Still not 6 p.m. Still waiting patiently. Like, when you're busy in Stardew Valley, time passes so fast, but when you're, like, waiting, it seems like it passes... There we go. Seems like it passes so slowly. Yeah, I know you work here. That's why I'm here. Gee, my bad. Maybe I'll just go wait outside the door. Who have I not greeted? I haven't greeted Haley, but she's not gonna come to the saloon. I haven't greeted Leah. Did she come to the saloon? I don't remember. Who wanted this? Robin. Ooh, 10. There we go. Start fishing. I hate being in waiting mode, feeling like I just have to get something done. I do it in real life as well. Like, I'll have an appointment at 11. I try to get all my appointments at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Because if I have an appointment at like 11 or noon all morning, I'll have like a really hard time getting anything done. Because I don't want to start anything. Because like I have an appointment, so what's the point? Even though it's like I get up at 6:30 in the mornings most of the time. So it's like 6 hours that I could be doing things. I need a bream. I think it's what I need. It's not a bream either. Maybe I read it wrong. I was too cocky. Did you see how cocky I got for a second there? I shouldn't have gone for it. Should have just left it. What is that sound? It's driving me crazy. It's gonna be too low to hear on the mic. But I don't know what that is. It's like a very soft sound coming from somewhere under my cabinets. It's like machinery. I need a bream. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing now. It's bothering my dog too, whatever it is. Just give me the bream. Just give me a bream. I know it's probably going to be harder to catch or something, but listen, I'll do it. What's this, another smallmouth bass? Oh, it goes a bit too high for a smallmouth bass. There we go. See, I know my stuff. I love fishing in this game. Robin's probably not at the saloon, is she? Nobody's at the saloon today. Introduced to them. It's a Tuesday. I would imagine there'd be more people here. Do I have another day on the delivery? 2 days. Okay. I've got plenty of time. And I'll sell the other stuff to get some more funds in the bank. Let me check my timer. Oh, I'm pretty good at this. That's 30 minutes. I got a pretty good actually, it's just because Stardew Valley days are like 13 or 14 minutes long. 15, I think, depending on when you go to bed. I'll keep the Joja Cola in case I need some energy later. Gosh, the sound of me swallowing must be disgusting. Okay, we made a little bit of money. We made a lot of money, actually. For the second day, that's a really decent chunk of money. I'll probably just leave in where I say, oh, for God's sake. And my dog barking. I'll listen. If it's too loud, I'll go in and cut it out. But it was only like 2 seconds before I was able to be like, hey, dude, it's not that big of a deal. And he was like, oh, really? Okay. Not a big deal. I got you. I tried to deliver this to Robin. But yeah, I'm a big fan of long form content as well. So I figure why not make that. Oh, need that for the foraging bundle when I get it. Robin's probably isn't even open yet. Go catch a fish. And then games like Stardew Valley as well, I can play on my own time to do some grinding, right? But Grimshire, I never know when to expect something new, because obviously it's a brand new game. And what kept happening last time was I would, what's the word, end a recording and then have a cutscene right after, which is inconvenient at best. So that's why I don't like to play without without recording. I don't like to play games like that without recording. Sorry, I was focused up. Wonder if I could catch just with the most basic rod. There's a legendary fish over here for reference. I doubt I could. I don't think I've ever tried it. I don't even know if you can catch it in the rain or if it has to be. This is the best thing to do early game for money. And I know I'll need a largemouth bass for a quest eventually, so if I catch one of those, I'm gonna keep it. What did I just say? See, I know what I'm talking about. I would like to catch another one so that I could sell that silver one. And just use a plain one for my quest. That would be pretty sick. You know, I just like chill content where you just kind of talk. There are a lot of things I'd like to talk about, but I think... I don't know. Sorry, my dog got up real quick. Like there was someone at the door. There's not. My door's got a little, like, screen on it. So you can see a shadow if there's somebody out there. So I just did a little glance. I basically live in, it's complicated, but it's a studio apartment almost. Kind of. It's complicated. Because, like, it's all open. But it's kind of divided a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a like a legal expert. Oh, awesome. We're gonna make some money. Oh, Robin's probably open. Which means I can get that out of my inventory, which means I can fish some more, and I can meet her husband while I'm here, probably. Why would I go up? I need to go up and meet Linus. I love Linus. I don't even want to, like, I would let him move his tent onto my farm. Not in, like, he needs a home way, but in, like, a... Not in, like, a disrespectful way, because I know he really loves living in nature, just in, like, a... Be nice to have some help around the farm way. Sebastian even out of his room yet? No, he's still in bed because he's depressed. Sorry for the call out, Sebastian. It's the truth, though. But no, this game just, you know, holds a special place in my heart. The same way that hidden object game I was playing do. Just like these were games that I played. An eel? I'm assuming that's gotta be a beach, but what kind of weather and what time? Just a real quick... I should have during rainy weather in the ocean. Spring or fall, 4 p.m. I can't believe I just agreed to try and catch an eel on a bamboo rod. To be so for real with you. That's kind of a crazy commitment to make. I may take everything I've got to sell back and then come back to catch the eel. Because that'll put me past 4 p.m. I'm sure. Plus look at me, I'm zooming. For my Joja Cola. Caffeine, I guess. But it's just a quaint little game that I just, you know. Sometimes you just enjoy things, and that's okay. You don't have to be good at something to enjoy it either. Like, I like drawing, that doesn't mean I'm good at it. And that's okay. Anybody who says otherwise is an idiot. Sound like my dad. But no, sometimes you just gotta accept that you just enjoy something, and being good at it isn't the priority. If it brings you joy, then why would you ever, you know, whatever. I'm getting existential. I do think it's kind of crazy how wasting time is a concept. like, that has to be relatively new as far as, like, civilization is concerned, right? Because now, so many people, I make an hourly wage. The hour that I'm gonna film this is $14. You know, I make $14 an hour. So I wasted an hour and didn't get $14 for it because I wasn't working. And I just think that's so strange. I don't think we ever really think about it. I'll water my plants with salt water tomorrow, I guess. I don't think it's something we question, because it's just normal. Why would you waste your time, XYZ, when you could be doing something like, I don't know, ABC, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. And it used to. Like, it was never something I questioned. I'm not, oh, I'm so smart and philosophical and you do. No. I just, I'm not, I don't know. What's that thing people say? I'm not a human being. I'm a human being, not a human doing. Sometimes you're just meant to be. And I think that's okay. And I think the fact that a lot of people think it's not is a big reason we have so many problems and, I don't know, wasting time. How can you waste time? Even if you're just resting, even if you're, well, I guess doom scrolling could be seen as wasting time. But I mean, just like, even if you're just lying around, just resting, that's not a waste of time. You're resting. You need to rest. Everybody needs to rest. So, like, why does everything have to be, I guess, because of capitalism? And it's the industrial, as a history major, the Industrial Revolution killed a lot of things. I personally am of the opinion that it killed Christianity as well, but I won't get into that. I can get into that. This is my YouTube channel. As a Christian, I'm a follower of Christ. I don't know. I don't like the word Christian anymore, really. I got an achievement for what I don't know. I'll check. I'll actually, hold on, let me check. Catch 10 different fish. It's a collective. It's a community. Churches used to be, before, well, I don't want to go into that, but it's a community. It's a type of community, right? And sea jelly. I'm gonna put that in the chest because I don't know what that's for, but I feel like I might need it someday. Community and capitalism are not friends with each other, right? Because if you have a community, you share things, you borrow things. If I got pregnant right now, I was about to have a baby, there would be people tripping over themselves, right, to give me things from their babies. Things that they don't need anymore that I could use at church. Because it's a large group of people. A fairly large group of people, anyway. Who all come together and sort of in a good church. Treat each other. We love each other, right? And if you have something like that, hand-me-downs, right? Capitalism hates hand-me-downs. Why? Because if you're handing it down, then someone's not buying new stuff. So that then creates, do you understand what I'm saying? In order for capitalism to thrive, community has to be as small as possible. Multi-generational homes don't exist anymore for a reason. What is that? Oh, it's the wind outside. It's really windy, goodness. I'm looking at the trees. I just peeked out the blinds. I don't know why I'm talking about this during a Stardew Valley episode. But it's true. Community and capitalism cannot exist at the same time. And if people think that it can, they're wrong. That's a hill I'll die on. There are not many hills that I will die on. But that is one of them. The 3 C's. Capitalism, community, and Christianity. Not friends. Because It's just impossible. And it's crazy because I think it's so people like to point out, well, South Africa, or is it South Africa? I'm not sure. It's the country with the highest birth rate in the world. That country. Christianity is growing like crazy, and they're capitalists. No, they have an incredibly high birth rate. Because you want to use that argument, right? But then you turn around with with Islam, and you say, well, it's not actually growing that fast. It's only growing that fast because of the birth rate, right? So you can't use that argument. Places like Indonesia, where Christianity is growing the fastest, I believe it's Indonesia. Don't quote me on that. Those places have mixed market at best, or they have it written into their constitution to be kind to each other. Stuff like that. And it's just like, well, not to be kind to each other, but to protect the common good. So safety nets and things like that. Is this the eel? No. I just want an eel. And it's just like, I just don't know how people can be so blind sometimes. There are times I've changed churches, so I'm not out here saying my church is perfect. I don't think any church is perfect. I think very few churches are even good. Growing up, didn't go to church. And then my father, not my dad and my father are two different people for context. My father converted to Catholicism. And I did go to church occasionally growing up. I guess that was a little inaccurate. I went to church occasionally with my grandparents, but not enough to really know anything. And it's just like, so I know a lot about a little, right? So that they were probably, I would call them Pentecostal or Protestant, somewhere in between the two. And then he converted to Catholicism. And then I did not go to any sort of church for a very long time. Probably 10 years. And I'm only 25. But probably 10 years of my life I didn't go to church. And then I started going to, I guess it would be, I think it's non-denominational technically, the church I'm at now. But it's just like, there's this common thread in churches, and it's not always leadership, right? This is the eel. I promise you this is the eel. Unless it's like a puffer fish or something. Got she's gonna be in bed, probably. No, she works at, is it Emily? She works at the saloon if it's Emily. Okay. I don't know. That's something I like to, as my channel, if it grows, I'm gonna talk about it regardless, is talk about actual Christianity as opposed to, or what Christianity was supposed to be. I have a book I'm in the middle of reading. Well, I haven't started it. I say the middle of reading because I read fast. I've read the introduction. There we go. But like, no, I just genuinely, no, don't. Okay, got him. Sorry, I panicked. Would be something I'm open to discussing more. Is the Bible and, God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, all those things. However, why would I do it? I mean, I can do it when nobody's watching, but if it's, I have an easier time answering questions than I do just talking about something randomly, right? But it is, capitalism and community cannot exist. Well, they can, but neither can reach their full potential while the other, what's the thing from Harry Potter? Neither can live while the other survives. Right? They're just not compatible. How could they be? When you really think about it, how could they ever be compatible with one another? They can't. That's the answer, is that they can't. And some people would probably, some people, what's the word? I guess, diehard fans of capitalism would try to find a way to disagree with that. Well, communities exist not like how they used to. Ask anybody who's, I don't know, how old am I? I'm 25, so anybody 30, 40 and above, how things used to be. A lot of times, like in church, they say the good old days or whatever. They were not good old days because of, the Holy Spirit was there more. That's not how it works. No, my crops. I can't make one yet. Oh, the Okey Pokey Mouse. He's here to sell me hats. I'm gonna go buy one immediately. But what I'm trying to say is the presence of community. The concept of community. Why am I talking about this? Because it's my channel, I can do what I want. The concept of community, at its core, is love. And sharing is a big part of community. Taking care of each other. That cannot exist in individualistic capitalist societies. Which I would argue the United States is one of the most individualistic capitalist societies, which is why everybody hates each other. Because the more that people hate each other, the more likely they are to not share with each other. If I hate somebody, I don't hate anybody. There is somebody I hate, and I'm still buying their kid a Christmas gift, Not buying them a gift because they're an adult, and they're not going to buy me a gift, So it would be awkward. I also don't even know what they would like. Anyways, but I'm still going to buy their kid a gift. But for most people, it's not like that. I think, one of the reasons I think I'm talking about this is because there's some stuff going on that's doesn't really need to be talked about. It's just a lot going on in my personal life. And really just grief. There's a lot of grief of a loss of community. That's how I'll put it. There's a loss of a community and there's a lot of grief around that. But to grieve is to have love, does it not? Here he is. And 1,000? Okay, I don't have enough for that. I wanted a bow or something. I don't have enough for a hat that I'm not gonna wear. But no, to grieve is to have loved, right? And that's why I think it's so on my mind and why I'm immediately talking about it. On the Stardew Valley episode, I'm talking about capitalism and community. But to love is our greatest purpose on this earth. Just if you're a follower of Christ and you don't believe that your purpose on this earth is to love others, then I don't know what your problem is. Go read the Bible. I can't say that. I haven't read the whole Bible. I'm reading John right now. I've started over with the Gospels because, again, I just changed churches and I think that maybe there are some things that were not portrayed correctly at my previous church that I really want to... I want to get it right. Not that there's a right and a wrong, but I want to form my own opinions on things. And I've only been going to church for like 2 years. Let's get that out of the way. Barely. Just barely 2 years. So, I am not qualified to speak. I'm not a theologian, is what I'm trying to say. Everything I say, take it with a grain of salt. If you disagree with me, that's okay. I'm not gonna sit out here and be like, oh, I'm better than you. I might do 5. I was gonna do just an hour. But I'm looking at I'll get back to my everything in a minute. I'm looking at my timer. I've got 10 minutes left, which would put me at 4 days, which is not very satisfying. You know what is satisfying? 5 days. So that put me at 1:15, which is fine. Especially if I cut out that little bit with the dog. I paused the recording, so it would only be like 30 seconds. I don't know. It's just on my heart lately, community. Because I feel like I've only been going to the new church for, I don't know, maybe a little over 6 months. And I'm finally starting to settle in a little bit, I think. I'm wanting to volunteer and do stuff like that. And see, I don't know, it just makes me anxious, I guess, given everything that's happened. Rejection from a community does a lot of damage, I think, especially in terms of, oh, a gold star sunfish? Don't mind if I do. That'll sell for a pretty penny. Can I go buy that backpack, actually? Can I go buy the backpack so I can fish up a storm and absolutely line my pockets? I think it's 1,500, isn't it? 2,000. 2,000. Pierre's a cheat and a scammer. Just as much as, well, at least it's small and contributes to Abigail, I guess. No, I just don't know. I'm just having many thoughts. Many thoughts about many things. And I may just, what I may do, did I water these? Yeah, I did. What I may do with Stardew Valley, or at least for Spring 1, because you really don't get that much done, is the community center on day 5? It may be. What I may do, I'm gonna go to sleep and skip to tomorrow, is do a bunch of spring, because there's not really a lot to do in your first spring, except go back and forth with what I'm doing, until you have enough capital that you can really start making money moves. Is just, because I can grind at Stardew Valley all day. I know when things happen in Stardew Valley, if that makes sense. So, until the Egg Festival. Why do they hate me? And my cat. This is actually really sweet. Oh, my parsnips are grown. I do. He's just giving me a cat. Do I not get to name it then? Did I just mess that up? Okay, his name is Miso, that's fine. I wanted to name it after my actual cat. I didn't know I wouldn't be able to name the thing. That's okay. So I can finally build my... There's one gold star, that's fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna need 25 seeds, 26 seeds, 27 seeds because a crow ate one. A halibut frenzy? A what is a halibut frenzy? I'm gonna go buy my 27 seeds and then go to the halibut frenzy, I guess. I don't know what a halibut frenzy is, but hey, I'm pretty good at fishing. Can't nobody say I'm not good at fishing. Oh, I got one of these. Very busy. I don't really want to buy a Jojacoga. Maybe I'll do the halibut frenzy first. If it lasts all day, then I'll just buy my 27 seeds tomorrow. It's really not that big of a deal. You won't see me buy my 27 seeds, but I think you'll live, right? What's a halibut frenzy? What's a halibut frenzy? So it just means I get to catch a bunch of halibut, or... Halibut's pretty valuable. What is... I'm gonna have to Google that. Because I don't want to miss anything important. Like if it's an event or something that I missed it. It creates a large bubble spot. Okay. Should be a large bubble spot somewhere. I'm not seeing a halibut frenzy anywhere, babes. May have already missed it. I don't know. That sounds... you hear that splish splash? Splish splash. I don't see anything. hearing a lot of splish splash and I'm not seeing a lot of big bubble spots. That's what the Reddit just said. There it is. What, it's over as soon as I get here? That's kind of offensive. Alright, well, let me go buy my seeds then. That's kind of messed up. As soon as I got here, I still don't have enough for this stupid backpack. Definitely not gonna have enough after I buy 27 parsnip seeds. Bye, Pierre. You're a cheap, cheap man. You're taking advantage of me. I should buy a shirt with a Peter Pan collar for real life. Who have I not greeted yet? Okay. Caroline, the wizard, Linus, Haley. Oh, well, I can go greet those two right now. They're in their house. I'm sure they're in their house. If not, Evelyn would be like right there. So Frenzy's just an event where there's a whole lot of one fish. Like you have a higher chance of catching it. Okay. Can't I buy a Joja Cola from like a vending machine somewhere? How much money is she offering? Hold on, let me see who else. Isn't there a vending machine somewhere I can buy one of those from? Hey, where's your little assistant? I need to talk to her. She's normally here. Maybe not, it's a Friday. Maybe she's got a different schedule on Fridays, I don't know. I could go check Haley, but I think she's in bed still. My eye's burning. See if I bought enough. Let's see if, because I had 25 and then 26 with the 1 gold and then a terrible awful person. Yes, I did it. A terrible awful crow ate 1. So I think I'm gonna try to greet the last of the people today. Should I keep playing through to the Nah. Never mind. Can I check? Did they say they fixed the... Did they say that they fixed the... Okay, so the landslide was removed. We'll do that after this. And that'll be day 5 for us, all nice and pretty and ready to go. And you'll get to see how much money I made off all those parsnips. Because I like to try and get as much of the bundle done in year 1 as I can. You know, as many of them as I can. This is probably the poorest way I could go to get to where I'm going. I'm gonna make floor soon. Flooring, pathing, whatever you want to call it. Just to make a straight line through to each of the exits, because in the woodland farm it gets a little dicey and a little packed. I may re-download. I know, I cannot think of the name of the game. It's Roots of something. But I may go re-download that and play that as well. Might do those 3 games as my main. And, oh, 4 games. Echoes of Plum Grove. I've got options. I'm gonna give one of these to Linus if he's up here. Look at all this beautiful bounty of the earth that I'm stealing from a homeless. There he is down there. That I'm stealing from a homeless man. And there's Maru. Are you kidding me? Come on, I can catch her. I can catch her. I can catch her. I didn't catch her. Great. Maybe she'll still be walking. Stop. Wait, please. It's been very nice to meet you as well, Maru. Heck yeah, dude. That means I've only got, what, Haley and the wizard left? And Caroline. I need to talk to Caroline and get her friendship up so I can get tea leaves. But I'll do that. Skipping. Let's go down here and get some stuff done. Start getting some ores. And stone. You know, we also need stone. Stone's good. But the copper is what I'm after. Focused up. Can't wait to get a better sword, dude. Keep an eye on the time. I do like mining as well. Until you, as Skull Cavern and I, we don't really get along that well. But you know, does anybody really get along with Skull Cavern? I'm sure some people are like amazing at it. Life hack. No, I don't need extra wood. I do need a cave carrot for a quest, however, so I will throw out the slime and pick up the cave carrot. See, like with Stardew Valley, I remember things. So it's not how it would be, how it is with Grimshire. What is this? I'll just eat all my wild horseradish, I guess, and find out what it is. Is it the soil water retention thing? Yeah, I don't care for that. Bug meat. I just went on a whole rant about community and capitalism in a Stardew Valley video. You know what? It was towards the end. No one will probably ever see it. Maybe I should do a dissertation on that one day. 5:40. And we'll go to like a 10 or 11, and then I have to skedaddle back to my homeland to make it home before 2 a.m. If you don't know, you gotta make it home by 2 a.m. in this game, or you'll collapse. Am I just gonna use my Saya as my... There we go. That's taken care of. Not the moles. There's also the rock. I haven't seen any yet. The little the rocks that are villains. The rocks that are villains. Yes, I got a geode. Very cool. Reach level 40. I'm only on level. What level am I on? I'm on level 6. Let me drop this. Let me eat this. Throw this away. Pick the stone back. I'm out here with this most complicated... Just want as much ore as possible. I have no coal, though. That's not... But sometimes those funky little fellas who have rocks, they're rocks and they crawl around. They're crabs. They're rock crabs. Those guys can drop crabs sometimes, which you also need for a bundle. Wouldn't you believe it? Believe it or not, it's true. I know the truth. Played this game dozens of times. Probably dozens. Maybe less. I wonder if I could make it to 10. I might be able to make it to 10 if I really push it. Push it to the limit, give it all that we can give it. And there's not that many rocks on this level, so it's not like I'll be mining forever. My energy is getting pretty low, though. That might be what stops me from making it. Unless this little guy drops the ladder. Oh, thank God. Oh, no, I don't think I can handle an infested mine. I don't think I could do it. Let's get home and sell nothing. We're keeping everything we got. It's okay. We sold like 27, 24, 25 parsnips today. Which parsnips aren't worth a lot. But they're worth enough to... I'll probably be able to buy the backpack in the next episode. I'm thinking maybe of cutting it back. Because I rolled Bloated Grimshire like one day after the other, right? I'm thinking of maybe starting with once or twice a week. And just calming down a little bit, because I think I just overwhelmed myself. No, I'm keeping everything. I only really need these when I'm mining, you know, so they kind of just stay put away. There's miso. I already did that. Yes. I can make a scarecrow. Sorry, I was stretching. My back hurts. Probably because I sit right up on the screen like an old person. $800. $900. That's pretty good if you ask me. So, anyways. Don't be a cutscene. Okay. Anyways. I don't know. I still haven't decided on an outro yet, but we're hitting an hour 10, so that's not that far off. That's probably how long these will be. I'll do 5 days at a time. Except after we unlock the community center, I will probably just skip to the egg festival so that you don't have to watch like days and days worth of me just doing the same thing over and over again. I want to say thank you so much for watching. You didn't have to. I hope you enjoyed my little rant about capitalism and community. That probably made no sense. Yeah, I don't know. God bless you, I guess. Yeah, that's a good one. I hope, may God bless you. May you have a wonderful, however long it is before I upload my next video. And I will see you in the next one, hopefully.